All right, hey guys, I am back for hole number 2 of the Masters tournament that I'm setting up for here. And I want you to see that I set up Guardian on my bag. That's kind of what I'm thinking that I want to do. Judging off of the pro tournament that I did earlier today, I don't think we're going to be going into driver territory here. I do not believe so. But let me think about that real quick. Just trying to think. No, there's no way. Because I'm pretty sure it was downwind. I don't think there's a chance in the world. So I was going to set up, for a driver. But since it's in, if it was into the wind, I would say yes, put a good driver on. But I'm assuming if you have a Kingmaker on or more, and this might be the time to, break out a mummy ball. I'm not going to do it today, especially after missing one. There's no point of me trying to force the issue on two. But notice how I'm going with Guardian here. That's going to kind of be my approach that I'm taking here. Now, what I'm going to hopefully set up to do is kind of a front door shot to the point where it has very little rollout. So I'm thinking about 7 backspin or so is kind of... And I would do that with Sniper, but in case I get to the and as you can see, yes, it is going to be a 3-wood. Now, I remember there has been tournaments where we've been into the wind here, and I remember distinctively hitting driver here before, but this is not going to be one of those tournaments, and this is more or less what you're going to see me do, but it's going to be a little bit easier to pull off with Guardian than it is Sniper, so I would highly recommend that you guys put on Guardian and maybe try it with, say, 8 bars of backspin. It's a little bit easier than the way that this person is setting up. So that is, and you'll see why. As you can see, they hit the fringe and it is behind the hole, 2-3 yards. My goal is to hit the fringe as well. I want to avoid the fairway, and it looks like the fringe and green kind of have the same, coefficient of, friction, whatever they set up as their surfaces. The differences between those surfaces seem to be very similar, these two, whereas this seems to change and the bounce comes in quite a bit more. So here you're going to see me use more of maybe 8-1. It's kind of what, and here's what I mentioned. As soon as you land on the other surface, it really projects the needle a little bit different. So here you're going to see me set up more towards the front with 8 backspin, which is something that the Sniper can't do. In terms of rings, I'm thinking maybe 11. So let's try 11 today, see how that looks. And you guys can kind of go from there. If I'm off on my rings, it looks like I am. I'm landing it just a little bit short. So 11 is too much. It looks like maybe upping that spin to maybe 8.5, 8.25, and going 10 rings would kind of give you guys a good game plan. As you can see, I hit the fairway there. Plus, I hit that great ball, which pushed it out to the right a little bit more. So that was a little unfortunate. Hopefully, I can avoid that in the future. Now, what I do is I'm putting some right spin on this, and what I'm trying to promote is, I don't know if you guys saw this ridge yet. Let me see if I can see it. You can kind of see it. You see how I'm putting so much uphill here? That's perfect way of demonstrating. So if I put right spin on, this ridge is only over here. It's not to the left. So if I can do this hole with some right spin, I can avoid this hill altogether. It's kind of my goal. I'm assuming with the way that it bounces in anyway, the ideal goal is to, bounce on the bottom of the hill for like hop 2 and then have hop 3 bounce at the very top of the hill anyway. So if that's the case, you should, in theory, miss it altogether anyway. And here, this is going to be another reason that, Guardian will be useful. Here you're going to see me use 8 backspin again, which I think might come in handy here. And see how I'm setting up short and to the right there. I am going to go probably 10 rings at least. Generous 10 rings here, so maybe even a little bit more. I probably went 10.5. And let's see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Let's see if I get it to stop. Yep, not too bad. Not too bad. So overall, pretty decent shot there. So good luck with this second hole. Hopefully you guys can hone in on that hole-in-one there. As you can see, I got you kind of in the ballpark, especially without the great ball would have been nice. We would have been able to see if I had that sucker going online. And like I said, you probably don't want to land on the fairway, which means sniper is probably a pretty terrible option for you. You're just not going, if you hit the fringe, you're not going to be able to stop sniper. You'd have to like land, hop 2 or 3, literally on the cup or run it into the pin if you want to make it. So Guardian is going to be your club of choice for hole number 2 without question, because I just think that you should just keep it away from the fairway. It's just it has too many little bumps on it. I would just avoid it at all costs. So hopefully you can do that, and make sure that you never drop it down below here. That's such a ridge that it's like a max distance putt if you ever run it down that hill. So you want to be a little cautious. And you'll see when I go over hole 7, we're going to be a little cautious today on hole 7. So good luck in your guys' pursuit of that hole-in-one there. I think it's going to be a challenge, but hopefully you guys can get something to fall there. And I will see you guys on the next tee. So good luck.